So here we are. What is this? Part 20, part 25. I always start off the same way, asking myself what part this is, but I have realized it's part 25. So, as you're probably noticing, as I'm latching on to Bob-ombs, diving for bombs. I've never seen anybody dive for a bomb in their life. You know, I really haven't seen anybody dive for a bomb, but as you've just noticed as well, I have skipped ahead from about 6 coins to 26 coins. That is because I've saved you from the agony of watching me laboriously jump from platform to platform trying to get the 8 red coins and 16 red coins, or 16 coins, that is 8 times 2, 16. Yes, I've gotten that down. Final exam times have ended though, so don't need to worry about math anymore. But what was I getting to here? I skipped that in order to save you guys from watching that laborious work. And instead I have 31 coins right now. The thing about Tock Clock and the 100 coins objective, I'd say the first somewhere around 50, maybe 48, 49, those first half of 100 are not too difficult. You're not going to have a tough time taking care of those, but once you get, especially when you're playing it deep with a D-pad as me, and maybe some of you guys are, if you don't have the N64 version of the game, it can get pretty tricky staying on the platforms. So you want to be careful, especially when you're getting the blue coins later on, which are vital, because if you don't get the blue coins that I'm going to show you later on, and you got to stay away from him, he will take you down to the very end of this clock. And I don't know how far this clock goes. This one must be one giant grandfather clock. That's got to be terrible for some. So I'm saving it right here. That's got to be terrible for someone, trying to fall asleep. You got this clanging going on in the background. Giant grandfather clock. You don't know what to do with. But thankfully, I don't have one of those in my. But check that out. 80 coins already. 4/5 of the way there. Once again, my fractions pretty good. Better than your average mathematician, and I am your average I'm below average mathematician probably. Look at that pendulum. Look at that thing. That is one enormous pendulum. The pit and the pendulum. I brought that up again. Edgar Allan Poe, I think this is the second time I've brought that up in a Super Mario 64 walkthrough, which is one too many times. We don't need any Gothic literature within the confines of Super Mario 64. That just dilutes the game. Just as this fog. Check out this fog. How do you get fog in the grandfather clock? Whenever it's indoors, like when you get in the invisible cap. And by the way, if you're playing without, and I'm done, so I'll see you guys once I get back to 80 coins, and there we go. But when you're playing in this area, this course, I just long jump across there. Screw doing the fancy work. When you're playing in this course, when you enter into Tock Clock with when it reaches 12, the initial spot where you jump in the clock. If you wait till it's 12, this freezes all movement of certain obstacles and blocks within this course, and therefore right here you don't have the advantage of being pushed up towards the this little triangle platform right there because of the lack of movement in the clock. So we're just gonna have to wall kick up to there. It can get pretty difficult in some of these points. Getting these 80, the next 20 coins is kind of like pulling teeth a little bit, considering you're right there. You just got that huge boost by the blue coins, but you got 20 more to go. It's kind of hard to find a substantial place to get the coins. You're just gonna have to scratch and claw, be resourceful, take any box that you can get, the exclamation box or whatever you want to call it. Be careful right here as well. You want to get up to this area and just make sure you time your jumps well. It's not too treacherous, but you don't want to get overconfident right here thinking you only got 20 more coins to go, because look at that pit. You're gonna be fun. Like I was saying before, how are we getting fog in this grandfather clock? I'm calling it a grandfather clock. Maybe it's a cuckoo clock, or it's definitely not your classic digital clock. And if you solely rely on the digital clock, there's just something wrong with you. You need a classic clock, not a digital one. No one respects someone that relies on digital because they may not be stupid people, but they're not classic people. And I'm sorry if you only use digital clocks because you don't want to waste the 2 seconds of your life. Isn't that ironic that you're looking for the time, yet you're wasting your life? You believe you are looking at a hand clock, or whatever you want to call it, a non-digital clock, so to speak. I use a sundial personally. You don't use a sundial? Wow, you got to get up to speed and get your sundials out. No, I'm starting that new trend. I actually don't have a sundial, and I'm glad I don't, because I guess I'm gonna save once again, because that's exactly why you save. You pancake yourself on one of these psychedelic platforms. You got to go all the way back up there. That's why you save, people. And his foot just you check that out. When he does a jump kick, he jumps in the air and does the kick, his foot must be some kind of swollen. Your lip is swollen. And my lip's kind of swollen, actually. Got a little too much razor on the flesh this morning. But don't y'all. And oh my goodness. What's going on here? Oh, your stuffing marble is taking my coin. Glossy-eyed marble looks like sheep eyes. Took my coin, but I got a hundo now. 100 stars, 99 coins. Excuse me, the other way around, because that would not work out. Imagine getting 100 stars. So I'm just gonna jump off here, vault myself to the abyss of this clock. Oh, look at that nosedive. That's pretty cool looking right there. I'm not gonna dance around that. I'm killing myself. But look at his dive, just fearlessly taking a dive. Screw the no diving limits on the side of the pool. I mean, that could cause paralysis. We don't want that happening. This guy just launches himself, has no idea what's beneath him, except for the fog that's coming through from San Francisco Harbor. Give me some clam chowder, people. And here we are in Tiny Huge Island. And in order to get 100 coins here, you're going to have to take advantage of going into the island when you're tiny, relatively speaking, to the island, which is the right-hand picture you saw me go to, because, why am I going this way? You can take advantage of the Goombas and ground pound them, and that will allow you to get a blue coin bonus, whatever, out of that. And I don't know how many Goombas there are exactly in this course. You want to look that up for me, go ahead. That's kind of an obscure statistic, but you gotta love the obscure statistics. If you want to get me a Christmas present, you only got a day, or you only got a day. You only got a day, another day and a half tonight, and the rest of tonight, that is, and tomorrow. So gotta get cracking the lacking. And here is another way to get a good 5 coins. I feel bad for the Koopa. That is one of the only enemies I feel bad for in this game. Maybe Nessie, as I like to call him. But I don't really kill him. I just ground pound him. And it's a rite of passage, by the way, to be ground pounded. You want to check out those Shy Guys as well. You can use those. Get yourself a nice couple coins, and you can also get the coins, some coins from that pole. I believe there's one of those logs sticking out of the ground. You know what it looks like? If you ever played Sonic and Knuckles 3 or something, and it's on the Sega, James, yeah. Oh yes, I love your drunken video. But if you ever played it, I played it on the computer. It's one of the original Sonic games. That one guy, the first boss in a wooded area, he has like an axe and stuff, just chopping those limbs off, chopping the trees in half, and the trees go flying at you. That's what it reminds me of for some reason. Maybe it's a remnant of it. Maybe I have been here previously in my life, but I did not know. You know what that's called? You know, it's not really deja vu. That's not the right definition of deja vu whatsoever. But we're going to call it my lack of explanation skills. And by the way, if you haven't already noticed, this video is quite long. You don't need to be making any comments about that. But it says, I don't know if it's for everybody on YouTube. I don't know what the deal is. If you have like a good standing among YouTube or something, you can make videos longer than 15 minutes now. And I have not been uploading in a while, so this is relatively old news for me, or new news for me, and old news for you probably, most likely. So I was not aware of this, and I am just ecstatic now, considering making 2 videos is much more difficult to do than making 1 video that's 20 minutes long. I don't know why that is. I think it's because the publishing, you don't have to publish multiple things and edit 2 things, and editing 1 thing just organizes for you, keeps you in a good mindset. But because of it, I might be zooming on through Super Mario a little bit quicker, and I just wasted 4 coins right there. And get to Tib Dawn earlier, because pretty fun. Tib Dawn, oh my gosh, my second favorite CNC game of all time. Convert Ops, though, is pretty nasty. And you can get a 5 Finsky, yeah, that's right, Ferris Bueller, out of this guy, the whatever you want to call him, the Polynomial. I don't really want to bring that stuff up right now, but you can get 5 coins out of him. You're gonna pick him up, chuck him wherever you want to. He'll also throw you off the side of the mountain, nosedive into that stone. How about your skull separated from your spine? You know, that is just awful. The guy, no, you probably don't know this news, so I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm just bouncing all over the place because I have no organization in my my commentary right now. But I don't really know what keys I want to give you for this course and getting 100 coins. It is pretty difficult. You'll be dying quite often, but most likely if you waste some Goombas like I have, you're gonna have to go to a different state of being. That is the giant state, where you're gonna have access to some other coins that you're not gonna be able to get in your current small state. Right now, like Delaware or something like that, you're gonna have to become Texas to get some extra coins. But other than that, really, you shouldn't have to go into Wiggler's area and get those red coins that are lying around. You should be able to get enough. You know, I'm probably gonna transform a couple minutes here. But you probably have enough, plenty. And I'm thinking of making a little happy Christmas video, Merry Christmas video. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, maybe make some Christmas signs out of different vehicular things in various Command and Conquer games, but you never know nowadays. And where the heck am I going? I had no idea sliding off that thing. Doing some sliding away. Hey, look at where does that wind come from? What is some black magic wind? I don't see it. I don't see it along the freaking Houdini on the bridge. I don't see it before I enter the bridge, and all of a sudden this wind's blowing my brains out of my ears. And you see what I'm talking about? Look at these Goombas. They're freaking small. Honey, I blew up the kids, and I already used that title, so I'm not going to be mentioning that anymore. But it's going to take a while for you to get these next 22 coins. I'm probably going to be saving it here because I'm going to be dying multiple times. And, yes. Oh, thank you, Marble. Moving Marble. That doesn't fire fire at me. Check that. We're going back here again, and this should better be a good run through, or else I am going to be quite livid. You gotta be patient. That's all I gotta say. You gotta be patient with your Goombas right there, and I don't know how I didn't fall off that. Look at this platform. How does it even get there? How does this giant archipelago of an island get here? And If I am on water right now, how come I'm falling vast distances to my depths? And Mario must be on some massive stress right now, because wherever he goes, whatever course he goes to, if he looks beneath him, all he's got is zilch. He's gonna be falling and falling for eternity. What if that would just be an awful feeling? You just keep falling and falling. You can never sleep. You can never fall asleep because you're constantly moving, and your cheeks are constantly being blown past your ears on the other side of your skull. Whatever that is. Oh my goodness. That fire's burning me away. Oh, look, how is that fire moving around? How is it doing that? We got this telepathic flame flying at me. On sand. Doesn't sand usually put out the fire? Doesn't water? Thank you, water. Thank you for being logical for once in this game. And I cannot slide up either direction. I look like a fool trying to launch myself up there. Got foolish. And well, that's gonna work. That's gonna work out well too. Lovely. So we're back here. Good old 78. Bouncing on this Goomba. Check that, Mr. You know, I don't understand. Is there certain different races of Bob-ombs? Like, how do they procreate? I'm not even gonna get into that. Jeez. What happens when they die? Do certain, like, do they not become? Can they not be detonated, or like, do they self-destruct no matter what kind of death they have? Like, if they die of the equivalent to a heart attack for us or something, like, what happens? What's going on there? And Blue Coin, where the heck are you? You blending in with the water somewhere, playing a little camo game with me? I see you, but not be flickering away. But what happens when they die? Like, they just die a natural death? They just die? Can you detonate them? Like, if you put them in, you know, get a little gunpowder going on, you know what I'm saying? Do they blow up? Can they? I'm gonna have to look into that. And I just touched a bunch of dust where I've never touched before. I'm a little. I am commentating on my bed right now, and I touched the headboard of my bed, and it's filthy dusty. And I don't think you're supposed to say 2 words with ending in Y's in a row. But I do like to break grammatical rules. And I'm trying to get up there and get the remaining 6 coins. That is just awfully painful to get. Pulling teeth here. Pulling teeth multiple times. When you don't have a dentistry background and you're trying to pull teeth, it even becomes more difficult. You end up pulling out enamel. You end up pulling out gums. You end up actually ending up getting to the brain, because as we know, our teeth go up very high. And I'm going into the brain lubricant, taking out things such as your entire nervous system, because you took my word that I was a good dentist going to the dentist because I was trying to make a couple bucks. You can never trust people nowadays, especially people that claim they're dentists. You don't want to be falling off that ledge, because if you have played this course previously, you know that there's no space there unless you hit a certain button, and I have not done so. So I want to become small once again, and you want to take out these Venuses. What Pokemon do they look like in the 1st and 2nd gen? Because I'm sorry, the 3rd, none. I don't know much about. And there we go, is big 100. And I cannot jump, but I'll do a ground pound. And apparently I can jump higher when I do a ground pound, so I'll take it. 100 coins, 100 stars. Looks beautiful. Number 3, got some perfect numbers going on, so I'm going to kill myself because I'm so distraught. And I'll see you guys next time, part 2-6. We're taking on the 12